Now tell me if that makes sense. Make it make sense. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Balbina, and today we are going to be talking about a very touchy subject. As you can tell from the title, we are going to be talking about everything PCOS. What is PCOS? The symptoms, how to reduce your levels of insulin resistance, just everything. Like I said, this is a touchy subject. A lot of women are not open to the idea of talking about it. Some of the symptoms that we have are just heartbreaking, I should say. If you are a sister who is interested in this topic, you have PCOS, I would love for you to stick around and keep on watching. Okay, some of this is going to be broken up into some sections because we're gonna be diving right in. I have my notebook out. I wrote down a few things because I was doing my research and all of that. I also have my laptop, which is going to give us very insightful information for this topic today. So yes, let's get into it. Okay, what is PCOS? PCOS meaning polycystic ovarian syndrome. PCOS is a condition in which the ovaries produce an abnormal amount of androgens. Many women with PCOS have insulin resistance. This means the body cannot use insulin well. Insulin levels build up in the body may cause a higher androgen level. Obesity can also increase insulin levels and make PCOS symptoms worse. What causes PCOS? This is exactly not clear to us. It is not clear one bit what causes PCOS. We just know that there's something called polycystic ovarian syndrome. How is PCOS diagnosed? How you are diagnosed is through two ways. You can be diagnosed through an ultrasound or a blood test. When I was diagnosed, I did the ultrasound. There was this long thing, and they put it inside of you, and then they can test and scan and see what is going on with your ovaries. This test uses sound waves and a computer to create images of the blood vessels, tissues, and organs. So that way I was able to see my ovaries, and they had little cysts kind of thing. I will insert a picture for you so you can see what it looked like, and you can also do a blood test the natural way, and then that's how you can be diagnosed. How you figure out that you probably have PCOS is like during your teenage years. Sometimes you would miss periods 1 month, 2 months, a little bump here, 1 there, 2 there. Let's get into the symptoms. Missed periods, irregular periods, and light periods. So it's like no periods at all, very, very light if you do see a period, and very, 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 very irregular periods. And I mean a whole year no period. That was me. I did not see my period for a year between 2016 to 2017. So I thought it was okay because you're not seeing your period, you're living life, doing your thing and so on. But it was actually doing a lot of damage to my body that I didn't know about, and which makes PCOS worse. So if you are not seeing your period as often, I will have some tips to help you with that later on in the video. Next, Ovaries are large and may have cysts. So this is an example of your ovaries and the cysts that are sitting on it, which allows you to not see a period and to not ovulate and to have all these spirals of your hormones going up and down. Next, we have excessive body hairs. You can have on your chest, your stomach, your back, your even facial hair, and this is called hirsutism. For that, a lot of women, including myself, we have facial hair on the, like some of us, we have along the jawline area. For me, it's along on one side of my jawline, so I would have like just a little bit of hair on my jawline. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Sometimes it can be embarrassing, but what can we do? It's hormones, right? Weight gain, especially around the belly area, the abdomen. I mean, come on. Why is this even a symptom, right? Because our hormones are so unbalanced that they send signals everywhere that we're hungry, we're craving this, we want sweets, and we just do what our body says because that's what the body wants. But it's not healthy for us to do all of this, but the body craves all the bad foods that we're told not to eat. So this will lead to weight gain. And for the people who are not familiar with women having PCOS and dealing with weight gain and irregular periods, they don't know. So the things that they say sometimes hurt your feelings, like, oh, go on a diet, try a diet. Why are you gaining so much weight? You need to lose weight, go to the gym, try this, try that. Please, we have enough going on in our minds telling us this, telling us that. We are going through enough. Our bodies are telling us that we're tired as soon as we wake up in the morning. It's telling us that we're tired, we didn't even do nothing for the day. It's telling us that we need to eat this and eat that. You just finish eating and you want to eat again, and that gives you bloating and you feel heavy and you feel miserable and you're stressed because your hormones are not balanced. They're not doing what they're supposed to. So it's triggering you to do the things you're not supposed to, like stress eating, stress drinking, and having anxiety and being stressed out and being depressed. All of that is a part of the hormones not functioning. Next, we have acne or oily skin. As you can see, I am suffering today with some hormonal cystic acne. Acne in my case has been very, very depressing. It has been very stressful. It has taken a toll on my mental health. Also, it's taken a toll on my self-esteem because, first of all, I'm a makeup artist and I do makeup for my clients. I am a YouTuber, so coming on here and seeing all the other YouTubers with beautiful skin and they're doing this and they're doing that, and here I am as a grown adult, 33 years old, with acne. It is not saying anything to my self-esteem. When I see my clients with beautiful skin, I'm like, your skin is so beautiful and all of that, and some of them would say, well, your skin is nice too, you just have acne. But I just don't want to just have acne. I just want to have smooth skin, nice skin, so I can just be proud and have my self-esteem go this yay high and have my confidence boosted, because my skin is pretty, I'm also a singer, and sometimes, like when I sing in bands, with bands, it's like, facing a crowd of people, and then you're thinking that, oh, she sounds so beautiful. I love her singing. But in my mind, I'm like, wow, what if they're looking at my face, or they're looking at the bumps and they're saying, oh my gosh, she has a good voice, but her face is so this and so that. I mean, they're not saying that to my face, but this is what I'm thinking, because this has messed up this. So ways I keep myself motivated through this, I will say later, but we're just going through the symptoms. But for acne, it does take a toll on your face, on your body, on your mental health, because when you think people are looking at you, they're not looking at you. They're looking at what's on you, meaning my acne. So it has been a rough, tough journey for me. And of course, the oily skin too. Yes, we have oily skin. I wish I had gotten the oily skin and not the acne, but I guess I got both. Next, we have infertility. Another touchy subject, another old symptoms. It's not impossible for women with PCOS to not have children, because it's very possible. And it's possible because you know why? Everything is possible when you have God. Nothing is impossible with God. So for me, I know that one day I'll be able to have children. With PCOS or without, I am going to have children one day. But infertility is a part of the symptoms. You can get pregnant, but it's going to take a longer time, more treatments, just more of everything, to help you with your infertility. Next, we have small pieces of excess skin, like skin tags or dark patches of like excess skin on your, it could be on your neck, it could be between your breasts, under your arm. So that is a part of the insulin resistance that we spoke about in the definition of PCOS. And this is just a sign of you having PCOS, and your symptoms are getting a little out of hand. Let's talk about how doctors like to throw birth control in your face just because they do not know one shit about PCOS. If you are taking birth control, get off. And I mean now. Now. I started, and then I realized that, why am I taking birth control? Why? It wasn't working. Like, it wasn't working out. And in my mind, like, I just needed a change. And I felt like, oh, my body is accustomed to the birth control, so maybe I should try something else. And I visited one of my cousins here, and she put me onto something called inositol. This one is the myo-inositol. I did some research before taking this. I did my research, and the amount of information that I found out, I just started taking it right away. So I disposed of all the birth controls, every last one of them, because that day, right then and there, I said I am not taking no more damn birth control again, because this is nonsense. You mean to tell me that you go to a doctor for help and they give you something that just suppresses your symptoms? It does nothing for your symptoms. It does nothing. Birth control is a plaster, a band-aid. It's a band-aid that they put over a cut when you want to heal it, and it heals itself. But in our case with PCOS, that plaster don't heal nothing. It just makes it worse. So like I said before, if you are on birth control, get off. My sister, it's not good for you. Inositol, you can get it in a powder like form, or you can get it in a pill. I have it in a powder form. I take 2 tablespoons twice a day, 1 at breakfast time and 1 at dinner time. Sometimes I'm not consistent, sometimes I forget, but in the mornings whenever I drink my tea, I put some in my tea. Inositol helps to improve insulin resistance. I remember what insulin resistance does to the body. Insulin resistance is the key underliner for PCOS. So your mood is going to be up and down, your energy is always low, and you're gonna always be craving. So if you're taking inositol, this will help to lower a lot of the cravings, your energy, and your mood. For me, I started taking this a month and a half ago, and on the 3rd day I had my period. Ooh! My period came within the 3rd day of using this, and check this, my cravings have been cut in half. Shing! My cravings were cut down. My mood, sometimes my mood is up and down depending on if I get bad news or good news, but hey, I'm always in a good mood. I'm always energetic, especially when my hubby comes home. Yes. 2, it reduces testosterone levels, and with testosterone, this means it helps with your acne, your anxiety, and sleep. For when I came off the pills, I had a few breakouts, but then eventually they went away. They wasn't coming back that much. But recently I ate something that really spikes the level of testosterone in my body, and this is the result of it. We get into that part. So anxiety, I don't have anxiety problems. Sleep, some of us, we have sleep apnea, sometimes we have insomnia, and we just sleep deprived. For me, recently I have been having some bad sleep how you call it, apnea and I've also been having some insomnia too. So I will be continuing this to see if it really helps in certain places, because you have to try something for a good amount of time for you to know if it is for you or not. And so far I have been loving this. And 3, it helps with your menstrual cycle, as in ovulation rates, egg quality, and fertility outcome in PCOS. So if you are interested in taking inositol, then I think it's a go ahead. Yes, it's a go ahead for me, because so far so good. As the time goes on, I will be updating you on how inositol is working out for me. Okay, and the next supplement that I use, omega-3. Omega-3 is great for balancing insulin, testosterone, inflammation, mood, and anxiety. I mean, this has a lot of benefits for a whole lot of, but we are only just touching on PCOS and what this is good for. So if you are interested in taking omega-3, then here is your go ahead. You should. Magnesium. I am also taking magnesium. Magnesium, it balances your blood sugar. your testosterone levels and your insulin resistant levels. This is also very good for gut health, and once you have a good gut health, then everything functions well, don't you think? And I think magnesium helps you to go to the bathroom, no? Or it's just me? Oh, next we have zinc. Zinc. So I had the gummies. I've been taking the gummies for a month now, and it's almost done. I need to get some more, but if it finishes, I'm gonna go back to the Jameson zinc. And zinc is vital for hormonal health. Let me remind you that the birth control depletes the level of zinc, magnesium, omega-3, vitamin A and D from your body. And these are the things we need to help reduce the levels of PCOS. So how the hell the doctor gonna give you a birth control to help with your PCOS, but then it is depleting all the nutrients in your body that's supposed to help you with PCOS? Now tell me if that makes sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, because that don't make it no sense at all. And if you're on birth control right now, I will push my hand in there and choke you, because you need to get off of birth control now. Women with PCOS, I'm talking to my sisters with PCOS. Next, the other supplement, it's not a supplement, but it's a tea. Spearmint tea. Spearmint tea helps to lower levels of insulin resistance. It helps to balance out your hormones. It helps with your mood, your anxiety, your blood sugar, your testosterone, the androgens, everything. So if you just take 1 cup in the morning before you go through your day and 1 at night, this can also adhere to your levels being harmonized. You feel me? So spearmint tea, what I like to do with my spearmint tea is add my inositol, because it has no taste. Once you stir it in there, it disappears and there's nothing to talk about. If you just taste it on your tongue, it's kind of sweet in a sense, but once it gets in the water or your tea, there's no taste. A very important supplement that we need, especially women with PCOS, because birth control depletes that supplement or the nutrient, is vitamin D. Vitamin D, 75% of women with PCOS lack vitamin D. And vitamin D helps to lower testosterone and also insulin resistance. It helps to boost your blood sugar levels and helps with hormonal health. Vitamin D, all these supplements do a lot of things. They are good for bones, they are good for teeth, they're good for hair and all of that. But we're just dealing with PCOS. We're just dealing with what they can do to help and to reverse in PCOS. Also, I forgot to mention that zinc helps to lower testosterone and reverse facial hair. Now, testosterone is a male hormone, and women with PCOS have this to a height that should not even be there. I don't know what you're doing there. But this is the reason why we get facial hair. So if we can lower our testosterone, then we lower and reverse facial hairs. Yes. So now, what should we cut out of our diet because of PCOS? First, sugar, gluten, and dairy. All three of these are really bad for our insulin resistant level. I say this because with our insulin resistant level comes the testosterone and the androgens, and once these are high, we're gonna be left with inflammation. I hope this was informative enough. As I said before, I'm going to give you updates, later on, while being on these supplements and the inositol. I'm still learning how to go about coping with PCOS. It has been a struggle. Because I have gained weight. My skin is bad. My skin, like from the acne, it's horrible. Boy, when I'm ready to have kids, I know that it's going to be a struggle. So I have to start from now to, train my body to want healthier foods, want my supplements just to help to regulate my hormones so that I can later on produce some grandbabies from my mama. And for the people who think that women with PCOS are lazy and they don't want to get up off their ass and go and work out, honey, being fatigued and tired and always hungry is an actual symptom. Let me be clear. Women with PCOS already have a lot to deal with in themselves, in their mind, just in life generally. So please, if you can just be considerate of our feelings, it would be appreciative, because we did not ask for PCOS. None of us were born with PCOS. When God made Adam and Eve did not have PCOS. She did not. He told us to be fruitful and multiply. I do not know where PCOS came from, but I just know that PCOS is not from God. It is not of God. And all these diseases that is in the world today is not of God. Because when we were born, we did not have these diseases. I do not know where PCOS came from. Doctors do not know where it came from. They do not know how to cure it. They do not know anything. It would be nice if somebody knew something to help us. But I won't give up. I won't be sad about it. I won't be depressed about it. I won't get stressed. I'm just going to live my life in trying to reverse it. I'm going to go on a journey, and I'd love for you to come on that journey with me. So this is the end of a very hard topic. I feel like I was all over the place, but that's how it is. I get brain fogged. I'm very happy that you stopped by. I want to thank those who are a returning subscriber. I want to thank you also for 300 subscribers. Yes, we made it to 300 and we're going up as we speak. So yes, I want to thank you for, coming by today. And until the next time, you know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe. Also, like, comment, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And I just want to let you know, everyone out there, my sisters, I want to say that your whole being is beautiful. I love you. Mwah. Bye bye.